At 71 years old, Kenny Burns faces his toughest opponent yet. The two-time European Cup winner has been diagnosed with dementia, struggling to remember conversations from just 5 minutes ago, while his distant football memories remain crystal clear. But this isn't a story of decline. This is the tale of football's ultimate transformation, from Brian Clough's so-called ugly thug to beloved champion. Burns was once labelled as trouble incarnate. Released from Rangers as a teenager, after being sent off 3 times in just 5 matches, he carried the reputation of a nutcase and an evil player throughout his early career. The most notorious example came in 1977, when he headbutted Arsenal's Richie Powling at Highbury, an incident captured on camera that cemented his violent image. At the time, no action was taken against Burns, reflecting the era's different disciplinary standards. Yet beneath this fierce exterior lay remarkable footballing intelligence. At Birmingham City, Burns proved his versatility by transitioning from defender to striker, scoring 45 goals in 170 appearances. This dual capacity revealed a player far more complex than the one-dimensional thug label suggested, showcasing positional awareness and clinical finishing alongside his notorious physicality. His success at Birmingham demonstrated innate footballing intelligence and adaptability that was often overshadowed by his fiery temperament. Everything changed in the summer of 1977, when Brian Clough paid £150,000 for Burns' services at newly promoted Nottingham Forest. In an audacious act of man management, Clough immediately converted Burns back into a central defender, a decision that seemed to defy logic but proved spectacular. This move became the foundation for the club's defensive solidity and launched one of football's most unlikely success stories. The relationship between Burns and Clough was complex, paternalistic, and ultimately transformative. Burns openly called Clough his adopted father, who put him back on the straight and narrow and enhanced his career. Clough's genius wasn't about taming the wild man, but channeling his aggression for maximum tactical effect. He recognised that Burns' volatility could be a weapon if directed correctly, creating a codependent partnership built on mutual understanding that defied conventional norms. This dynamic was perfectly illustrated through famous anecdotes that revealed Clough's unconventional methods. While Clough labelled Burns the ugliest player I ever signed, and an ugly thug, he also gave bizarre approval for his on-field ferocity. During a pre-season tour, Burns violently barged a German player into a fence, sending the opponent out the other side as chips. To Burns' surprise, Clough gave him a "we" sign, a chef's gesture of thumb and index finger creating a perfect circle, signifying a job well done. This tacit endorsement highlighted how Clough masterfully manipulated Burns' reputation. However, Clough's standards extended beyond mere aggression. He once fined Burns £50 for a bad pass, a punishment typed on official club paper and handed to him at halftime, demonstrating that quality mattered as much as intensity. The infamous incident of Burns vomiting in front of Clough's wife Barbara during a pre-season tour further defined their relationship boundaries. Burns was told he would have been on the next plane home had he not apologised to Barbara the next day. This showed that while Clough tolerated on-field savagery, he demanded personal respect and accountability off the pitch. These contradictory signals revealed Clough's ability to mould rather than break his players. He helped Burns become the best version of himself by channeling raw energy into disciplined and productive force, creating a psychological framework that would define Burns' most successful years. If you're enjoying this incredible transformation story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing football tales like this one. At the heart of Nottingham Forest's success was Burns' on-field prowess, blending aggression with tactical intelligence. Described as a tough and uncompromising central defender, he was also praised for his creativity and pass accuracy. This combination of physical dominance and technical ability made him a modern centre-back with a shrewd football brain that allowed him to anchor the defence while contributing valuable goals. His formidable partnership with Larry Lloyd set the tone for Forest's unlikely European Cup victories in 1979 and 1980. Their approach was calculated, coordinated, and deliberately intimidating. Before the 1980 European Cup final against Hamburg, Burns removed his false teeth and put red gum in his mouth to appear cruel, very cruel, to opponent Kevin Keegan. Lloyd's famous quote captures their method perfectly. "I knocked opponents down and left them. Kenny would step on them as well." The intimidating duo's strategy wasn't random or chaotic, but premeditated tactical planning. Lloyd noted they would compare discipline points to decide who would commit the first foul, revealing a calculated approach to aggression that highlighted the intellectual side of their game. This coordinated brutality was part of a larger tactical framework that made Forest one of Europe's most feared defensive units. Burns's achievements at Forest were unprecedented and historic. He was essential to the club's capture of the 1977-78 Football League title, won in their first season after promotion from the second division. His individual excellence that same season earned him both the FWA Footballer of the Year award and Forest's Player of the Year award, recognition that validated his transformation from troublemaker to elite performer. He would later play vital roles in 2 consecutive European Cup victories in 1979 and 1980. Achievements that seemed impossible for a recently promoted club. His contributions extended to 2 Football League Cup victories, and he even captained the side to a League Cup victory when regular captain John McGovern was injured, demonstrating his leadership qualities and influence on the team. Burns's offensive contributions as a defender were equally crucial to Forest's success. His most memorable goal came in the second leg of the 1979 UEFA Super Cup against Barcelona, where his strike proved to be the winning goal in a prestigious European competition. This ability to contribute at both ends of the pitch made him invaluable to Clough's tactical system. The silverware collection during his Forest years reads like a dream. Football League title in 1977-78, Football League Cups in 1978 and 1979, European Cups in 1979 and 1980, plus individual recognition as FWA Footballer of the Year and Nottingham Forest Player of the Year in 1977-78. These achievements represent one of the most remarkable trophy hauls in English football history for a player who had been written off as a liability just years earlier. After leaving Forest in 1981 for a £400,000 transfer to Leeds United, Burns continued his professional career across multiple clubs, including Derby County, Barnsley, and Swedish club Elfsborg before retiring in 1993. Following his playing days, he briefly transferred his knowledge to management, serving as assistant manager for Telford United in 1993, though this role was short-lived. Burns's most significant post-playing achievement was his successful reinvention as a motivational and after-dinner speaker. This transformation stands in stark contrast to his wild man image and represents the final, most intentional chapter in his life's narrative. As a speaker, Burns addresses audiences on topics including resilience, drive and determination, and success maximization. His speaking work isn't merely a collection of entertaining football anecdotes, but represents a profound articulation of lessons learned from his extraordinary journey. The narrative arc from a youth released by Rangers due to disciplinary problems to European champion and ultimately to inspirational figure provides a powerful framework for his motivational message. He has masterfully transformed his public image from a liability into a source of inspiration, proving that reputation is not destiny and demonstrating that personal growth remains a continuous process throughout life. This reinvention showcases Burns' ability to learn and adapt, qualities that served him well on the football pitch and continue to define his approach to life's challenges. His speaking career has allowed him to share the wisdom gained through decades of overcoming adversity and achieving success against the odds. Now facing dementia at 71, Burns confronts this challenge with the same bravery and humour that characterised his playing career. He has openly discussed his struggles, noting the cognitive paradox where he can recall names and games from his distant past with remarkable clarity, but often struggles to remember what he was told just 5 minutes earlier. This condition adds a sensitive and moving layer to his already compelling life story. Despite the challenges dementia presents, Burns faces his illness with characteristic resilience. He has been advised to see doctors regularly and takes daily medication, but he remains physically well. His humour continues to shine through, even in difficult circumstances, particularly when joking about his daughter wanting to move him closer to Scotland to be near family, quipping that she's just waiting to get their hands on my money. All jokes aside, his family provides constant comfort and support during this challenging period. He has also received encouragement from the wider football community, demonstrating the respect and affection he has earned through his remarkable transformation. The support network around him reflects the relationships he has built through decades of personal growth and positive change. This final battle represents not a narrative of decline, but rather the ultimate test of the resilience he has preached throughout his speaking career. His ongoing struggle serves as a powerful, real-time testament to the strength he has embodied throughout his entire life, demonstrating that the spirit of a champion is revealed not just in moments of triumph, but in the courage with which one faces life's greatest adversities. Kenny Burns represents football's most compelling transformation story, bridging the gap between a violent, troubled past and unprecedented professional success. His journey from Rangers outcast to FWA Player of the Year and two-time European champion stands as powerful testament to the impact of unconventional mentorship and personal determination. Brian Clough didn't simply tame the wild man, but provided the guidance and environment that allowed Burns to channel volatile energy into disciplined force. This relationship proved that the right leadership can unlock potential that others might never recognize, transforming perceived weaknesses into defining strengths. Burns' legacy extends far beyond the trophies he won or records he set to encompass the powerful life story he continues to embody. His narrative inspires others by proving that with proper attitude, guidance, and determination, even the greatest challenges can transform into lasting, meaningful legacy. Even while facing his most personal battle with dementia, Kenny Burns remains living proof that reputation isn't destiny, that people can change, and that true champions find their greatest strength, not just in victory, but in how they courageously face life's toughest battles. Thanks for watching this incredible story of transformation and resilience. What do you think about Kenny Burns' remarkable journey from football's bad boy to inspirational champion? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring football stories that prove anything is possible with the right mindset and determination.